Hi everyone, and I hope that everyone is doing fine. And today we will be talking about the global citizenship education, the platform on pedagogy and practice in teaching science in the new normal. So this topic will be very much useful to all the teachers out there, wherever you are. We will be talking about the different platforms, media platforms that are being used in teaching in the new normal. What are the different practices? Disclaimer lang po, the content is actually limited because some of these informations that are from the internet are also limited, and all the sources belongs to the rightful owners. So credits po sa lahat ng owners ng lahat ng content na i-present ko po ngayon. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, to all the teachers and to all who will be watching this video, I hope that you will learn a lot from this presentation. So in this topic, we will be able to know the different platforms that are being used nowadays in the new normal in teaching science and even in other subjects. And aside from that, we will be also uh, we will also know rather the the mode of delivery on how we deliver our lessons to our students. All right. So these are the different modes of delivery. So I know that some of you are already familiar with the types or the modes of delivery. So there are actually two modes of delivery: the asynchronous online and the synchronous online. So we will be talking about the asynchronous online first. So let us know what is asynchronous online. If we say asynchronous online, it refers to the different time, the different place, utilizing the media, the learning objects and lecture capture technologies. Students are expected to follow a week by week schedule as outlined in the syllabus. So if you are going to say asynchronous online, the students can actually they could actually explore the lesson, learn from the lesson through online, but asynchronous, meaning to say they could enter the platform anytime they wanted, in different time in different places. So the students have their own jurisdiction when to accomplish the task that is posted on the LMS, whatever or whenever they wanted to. So yun po yung asynchronous online. Then the types of asynchronous online. The first one is actually what we call the flipped classroom. Okay, the flipped classroom is a pedagogical model where lecture and homework elements are reversed. This means that a recording of a lecture is viewed by students at home before coming to the lecture, and then the contract time itself is devoted to the discussion and activities. So from the name itself, flipped classroom. So the teacher had already prepared different um, lectures, the different activity sheets that might be used in the actual uh, lecture. So before they attend the sync to the LMS, they were already given different activities, and the learning content is already there, and even the recorded or the video that is related with the topic. So they are going to view the video, then all they have to do is to enter the LMS and answer all those questions and all those tasks, activities that are being given to them. So this is one of the types of the asynchronous online. So yung gagawin lang ng mga bata in the asynchronous online, pupunta lang sila sa LMS, titingnan nila if there are new activities that are posted by their teacher, then there is specific deadline for that certain task. And the most important thing for that is that they could actually do it wherever they are, as long as they have the internet connection. Okay, so the first one is actually the flipped classroom. The next is just all about what an additional information regarding about the flipped classroom. So pag sinabi po natin flipped classroom, delivery of instruction in which all course activity can be completed online through the LMS. So we have different types of LMS, and later we will be talking about those different types or the platforms that are being used by teachers in delivering the lessons, because especially ngayon, pandemic. So face-to-face is not really allowed. So we still have our another way where we can actually deliver the lesson uh, to continue their education. So with the use of technology, then this is the best thing for us to deliver or to continue their education. So for the flip classroom. So for the flip classroom, there are no required face-to-face sessions, but students are expected to follow a week-by-week schedule as outlined in the syllabus. So the schedule, as being, it actually differs, no? Magkakaiba lang po yung schedule. It is the teacher who will plan if week by week ba siya, once a month ba siya, or the decision of the schedule is handled by the teacher. And the work is typically done in an asynchronous mode, and students can complete the coursework without coming to the school. So they don't have to go to school just to pass their output, just to present their activities that are being completed. All they need to do is to pass all the requirements that are needed, okay, on the LMS. So we will be able to pass, we will be able to give anything that we wanted to, as long as online lang siya. Okay, so that is for the flipped classroom. And the next one are actually the online platforms. So these are the different types of online platforms that are being used by teachers around the world. The first one is actually the Slack. Yan. Slack is used for peer and organization communication. So let us take a look with what is really Slack and how it really works. Okay. So Slack is a transparent asynchronous, which is the bedrock of all the remote collaboration. It democratizes the communication, allowing everyone to access department-wide conversations and talk when it actually suits their schedule. Many remote teams have already realized that their email just isn't the optimal space for that, and are instead using instant messaging platforms like Slack for the bulk of their day-to-day communication. Slack effectively breaks all team communication into thematic groups called the threads, allowing staff to dip in and out of conversations that concern them. It is a great tool for building an online peer community, creating spaces for colleagues to share best practices, exchange ideas, share global updates, and just check in on each other. So, um, this type of on this platform, Slack, the students can actually they can group together where they can exchange their ideas, present their ideas on the LMS. Since this is an asynchronous online type of resources or resource, they could actually present, they could exchange their ideas with their colleagues, and they can save their works on this app or on this web page. Okay, so the next type of the online platform is the Fluke. So I know that all familiar with the Fluke. How Fluke works, or what is Fluke? Fluke is actually basically used for work questions and support. So for the students, the Fluke is a virtual equivalent of raising your hand in class. It was built by teachers to solve the challenges of providing tailored support and feedback to individual students learning remotely. Students can quickly send pictures of the work with Android comments so they can highlight exactly where they are stuck and raise questions. Teachers just need to reply to the comment to provide targeted feedback. A handy tool if you're working with analog or read only digital materials, although you might want to prioritize using the collaborative document platforms like the Dropbox Paper long term. So the Fluke is a type of LMS where the students can actually put their questions. They could emphasize their uh, the different questions that they really wanted to ask from the teacher, where the teacher has this full capability of controlling the elements, just like other types of elements. Okay, so this is actually this type of elements somehow emphasizes on the targeted feedback from the that can be used by the teacher from the students. So this is more on how the students can present their um, questions, or to ask rather their questions from their teachers. So somewhat like that. All right. So the next platform is Smart Survey. So what is in the Smart Survey? Smart Survey for feedback on remote teaching. So it is actually used for mostly for feedback for the remote teaching. So the feedback is very crucial for making distance learning work, and we all know, right? Most especially to teachers, that feedback from the students are really very important. Most especially nowadays, that we could not have the face to face, okay, learning. So this is the best uh, type of platform that might be used. All right, especially in early days as you adapt your approach to an online setting. So if you go in on for one of the heavy duty learning management system data above, you likely have a few options for pausing questions and reviewing engagement data. But if you don't, simple online survey platforms like Smart Survey are a good alternative. Use it with students to see how well you explain certain concepts, as well as with teaching staff to surface admin blind spots and gauge well-being. So that is how we can make use of this type of app. So the next one, after the smart survey, oh, here we go with the Edmodo, the very I know that all of us are really familiar with Edmodo. All right, so even high school students are high school teachers are making use of this type of platform. So Edmodo is actually an online and mobile social learning platform that provides a safe and easy way for students to connect and collaborate, to share content, and access classwork in an online environment. Edmodo's secure platform ensures safety and privacy. Edmodo is a closed environment where students can only join an Edmodo group with an invitation from their teacher. Teachers have full management control and can limit students to read only status if desired. The student email addresses is required to join Edmodo, and Edmodo are not able to send direct message to other students. And this is one of the best elements that can be used. in teaching. So not just in science, but if you're a teacher, you have variety or different or a lot of LMS types of LMS, or shall I say platforms that might be used in teaching. And one of it is actually Edmodo. So this is one of the, as what I have said, kanina, the best one, one of the best rather. All right, so here we go. Another is the to-do list. So what is on the to-do list? From the term or from the title itself, to-do list. This is used for organizing your task. So if you're looking for a digital to-do list, that that's a cut above notes, check out to-do list. So aside from mapping out all your work in one organized space, it helps you to prioritize tasks and keep your most important upcoming task in focus. With integration for a ton of staple digital collaboration tools, including the Dropbox and Google Calendar, it acts as an organizational hub for getting things done. So if you're that really busy as a teacher, and so that you would not be able to forget all the tasks that you need to accomplish, all the works, you can make use of the to-do list. So this is a platform where you can actually put all the tasks that you wanted to accomplish for that month, and it works well if you are going to collaborate it with the Dropbox and with the Google Calendar. So if you're that busy, if you really wanted to make all your accomplishments in order, then make use of this platform. You have the to-do list. Next is the packet. All right, so this is the one of the famous platform that are being used by teachers. You have the packet. So from the word itself, packet. So um, what is on this web resources? This is actually used for resource rather. This is used for curating useful web resources. You can ditch your bloated bookmarks bar for this handy app, which lets you save web content to one clean repository. It provides an easy way to save all the interesting articles you encounter for later, and also lets you create shared resource lists for colleagues and students. So that is how um, this app is being used. So from the word itself, packet, where you can actually save all those bookmarks. This can serve as your bookmarks rather, that can save all the web resources that you really needed. So this is really very important, most especially that sometimes we do not have time to write or to take note all those web pages or the websites that we really needed to. So what you can do is just to save it on this app, which is the Packet, right? The next one, you have the Loom. So another one is for Loom. This is actually used for making quick videos, cleaners, and demos. So there are other apps that can be used, okay? But the I think Loom is one of the friendliest rather app that can be used in making a quick video and demos. So built as video messaging for work, Loom is a great tool for creating quick screencast videos, either with or without audio. It's ideal for providing tutorials and demos, like showing a group of people on how to set up or use a piece of software. Just start recording your screen and get a shareable link to your video once you stop. That is how it works. So the same as with other apps, and this is one of the apps that you can make use when you're planning to record a video, just a quick video, and even with or without the audio. So you can make your video with this type of app. So next, let's have the Freezy. All right, so I know that you're familiar with Freezy, and Freezy is actually used for professional digital presentations, just like with just like the Microsoft, Microsoft PowerPoint, the slides, the other types of apps or web resource that is somewhat like the same with the Prezi. So the Prezi lends rather instant design credibility to the PowerPoint and classroom presentations. It offers motion, zoom, and spatial relationships for those with the budget looking for something more engaging than PowerPoint, than Keynote or slides. A range of professionally designed templates to do the artistic legwork for you. So you only have to focus on adding your content. So we all know that Rizzy is much more good or more engaging than PowerPoint. So it is an online um, digital presentation where you can actually present all your whatever you wanted to present. So in a more engaging, more shall I say, more attractive way of showing your presentation. All right, so let's proceed with the next one. We have the Dropbox paper. What's the Dropbox paper? Dropbox paper is actually for document collaboration. All right. If you need a remote friendly word processor tool, look no further. You have Dropbox paper that provides one clean space for creating, sharing, and editing work with others in real time. It is particularly good choice for students assessment, allowing you to add comments throughout a document. And you don't need a Dropbox subscription to use it either. For now, at least it is completely free, and that's a good news. So we can make use of Dropbox paper for free. So you can this is actually used from the words of Dropbox paper, where we can make use this one as a space for saving, even sharing and editing your work in a real time. So if you're having a synchronous online type of mode of delivery, okay, you can make use or you can collaborate with Dropbox paper where you can share the content or the uh, the file or the data that you really need to share with your students in real time. Make use of the Dropbox paper. All right. Next, we transfer. All right, so here we go with the we transfer for sharing the large file. So this is one of the problems nowadays in the sense that not all of the LMS or not all of apps that can be utilized can share large types or the yes large files. Okay, so worry no more. We have this what we transfer. No need to send someone a file that is too big for an email attachment. Then, if you need this, you have to download the WeTransfer. So provided it's smaller than 2 gigabytes, you can then send it via the free browser tool. If you'd rather build a common file repository for staff or students, check out Dropbox for Google Drive file stream for a less user-friendly but free solution. Shared folders let everyone quickly share and access important documents, templates, frameworks, and assets. So WeTransfer is really that important. So with looking at the title, from looking at the title itself, you can already think, visualize on how this uh, web resource or website works. All right. So we transfer. The next one, we have the iDraw. What's with the iDraw? iDraw is for virtual whiteboards and live annotation. So virtual whiteboards are a no-brainer if you teach using equations or diagrams, but they also help to make all types of virtual collaboration easier and more dynamic. in addition to plain words, lets you paste PowerPoint presentations, PDFs, and Words documents for live annotation. You just need to set up a web account to get started. So, um, if you're having a synchronous online class, you can make use of iDraw, where you can share all those equations or diagrams with the use of other LMS or other apps where you can actually have the real-time class. Okay, so if you really needed to show an equation or a diagram or any other virtual type of presentation, you can make use of iDraw. All right. The next one is the markup hero. This is actually for quick image annotation. While mainly aimed at creative industries, markup hero is a useful for taking screenshots and annotating images. You can easily to share links to your images and save annotations for future editing. Being completely free, it's an ideal choice for providing feedback on assignment, presentation, or offline documents. So you have the markup hero. So you can make use of this if you're having a trouble with how you share with images or how to annotate images. So or any presentation that might be used as your assessment or assignment to your students. So why not try to make use of this website markup here, or they also have their apps. Next, we have the another mode of delivery. So those were the different types of web resources or apps that can be used in asynchronous online. So let's have now the synchronous online. So what is in the synchronous online? The delivery of instruction takes place during the day and the time noted, independent of location. All course activity can be completed online through the learning management system. There are no face-to-face sessions, but remote attendance is expected. So I know that synchronous online is not that new to us. We're actually making use of this type of mode of delivery where we can set and schedule with our students, and we could actually talk to them in real time. We could make a discussion about our lesson online, what wherever or independent of location or wherever they are. So what are the different types of LMS, or shall I say apps, that can be used in synchronous online? All right. So we have the other one. We have the types of synchronous online. So there are actually types of synchronous online. You have the what we call the blended learning or the hybrid and the online. So what is the blended learning or hybrid learning? Blended learning is when traditional classroom teaching is combined with the online, right? And on in the dependent study, allowing students to have more control over the time, the pace, and the style of learning. So in blended learning, the students can actually they actually have their um, shall I say their control with when they're going to um, answer the activities that are given by the teacher. And so for the blended online, they actually have their face-to-face sessions. So aside from the online, they also have the face-to-face type of a session. So they go to school, then some of the activities are um, posted in the LMS. So from the words of blended. So it is not purely online. So unlike today that some of the, well, actually, there are schools here in the Philippines that making use of blended learning. Okay? Sa ngayon, ngayong pandemic, merong mga, most especially private schools, they're making use of this type of mode of delivery. May limited face-to-face classes sila, then the activities and the, 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 the assignments and other learning tasks are posted on the LMS, where the students will just actually accomplish all those things on the internet or on the LMS rather. So the next one is online, just pure online. The delivery of instruction is independent of place, merging the physical and virtual classrooms. There is an attendance expectation, and students can choose to attend their class face to face or using real time synchronous video conferencing technology. Some instructors may require occasional proctored exams, sometimes referred to as a synchronous distributed course. So you have the online, so from the word itself, online, all of the things that are needed to be done are done actually online. So the teacher and the students interaction is through online platforms. So they can have it using a real-time synchronous video conferencing technology. Say, for example, this platform that I'm using right now, the Zoom. All right, so there are many examples of this type of websites or video conferencing technology. So let's proceed with other one. Right. So we have now the synchronous online platforms that are being used. Okay. And the first one is, yes, Zoom. So alam ko na lahat tayo naman, no, we're making use with this type of app, or we also have the website. So Zoom is a web video conferencing service that allows users to communicate online with individuals in real time via computer, tablet, or mobile device. We choose Zoom because of its ease of use, its lower bandwidth requirements, and its ability to record and store sessions without recourse to third-party software. And this is one of the advantages of making use with this app. Okay, so we can actually talk with our students in real time. We can exchange ideas, they can share their thoughts, their queries, their problems regarding about the lessons that had been delivered or administered to them. So the best part of this is that it does not need any third party software, okay, to to make use, or if you're making use with this type of app. So Zoom. Okay, so this is the one that I'm using. All right, so next is Quiz IQ Education that online. So Visa IQ is this is another well-known online tutoring website, and I know that some of the teachers around the world are making use with this website. So this platform has been a favorite choice among teachers for live and online or on-demand webinars. It has features including slides, screen sharing, video, and audio. Visa IQ is particularly popular among academic course content creators. So Visa IQ, this platform is very easy to create courses and then publish in its marketplace. So to make tests and assessments more engaging, WizIQ offers 9 templates to choose from. You can also keep track of the performance of your teachers using comprehensive analytics and reporting tools. So this is not new to us. WizIQ, some of us are making use of this website. All right, so same, almost the same with the Zoom app. Okay, so you can actually share your slides or presentations. You can share a video. You can share your whole screen. So almost the same with the Wiz IQ. Okay, no, with the Zone rather. Next is the Ruzuku. So Ruzuku, this is a probably one of the easiest tools for instructor to use, as instructors are not required to be technologically proficient to use it. The creators of the platform have made it a priority to simplify a creation of the courses as easy as possible for tutors. So Ruzuku is mostly used by tutors around the world because of its easy to handle, easy to use, friendly type of website. All right, so this is actually one of the examples of the synchronous online platforms. All right, so the next one we have the LearnCube. Okay, so the LearnCube is a browser-based virtual classroom application that features the file sharing, the two-way audio and video communication capabilities, video conferencing, real-time chat, session recording, and a host of other features designed with teachers' students' needs in mind. It boasts an intuitive interface, so you can spend more time teaching and less learning how to operate online classrooms. So I know that some of you are making use of this type of website, LearnCube. So, browser-based virtual classroom. Same with other types of video conferencing technology or platforms. All right. Next is the Vidamo. You have to teach your way. Vidamo is another browser-based online teaching platform that focuses on interactivity and collaboration between teachers and students. The key features of this application include unlimited virtual classroom sessions with 25 learners per session, an interactive whiteboard, live streaming capabilities, and screen and file sharing. So Vidamo works the same with other apps, say for example Zoom, so they are almost the same. Okay, so the next one is the Blackboard Collaborate. So Blackboard Collaborate virtual classroom. So what is on this platform? The platform also features an interactive whiteboard, live chat sessions, live polls and quizzes, screen sharing, and real-time annotations and text. You can record, you can monitor, and even you can manage live classroom sessions and create reports based on performance. Blackboard Collaborate allows you to connect the interclasses or individual students based on the needs of the classroom. So the Blackboard Collaborate is actually a website where you can set your own classroom. No, same as with other apps where we're making use no sa pagtuturo po natin. And yung kagandahan lang po ng Blackboard Collaborate is that it somehow uh, mimics with the real classroom. Okay, so it is just limited for 25 students, and if you have a premium account, you can add more. Okay, yung kagandahan lang dito is that it almost have all the needed things that you really need. No, they actually have the whiteboard, they have the live chat. No, they could you can actually have screen sharing and even the annotations and the text, the videos that you really wanted to share with your students. So a package of all na si Blackboard Collaborate, right? So the next one, I know that uh, all of us are making use of these elements. So we have the Google Classroom. This is actually a software that provides a single space for all your organization's admin, documentation, reporting, and training needs. In addition to the tools that plan, teaching, host virtual lessons, and create assignments, as a tech giant dominating the virtual collaboration space, it's unsurprising that Google can offer a nice free platform for all of the above. Google Classrooms brings together all its standards G Suite tools like Docs, Sheets, Hangouts to help you seamlessly manage and deliver virtual teaching. So I know that you are really familiar and you know already how to make use of these elements. So next one is the Microsoft Teams. So still not new to us. Microsoft Teams is used for is a connected digital learning hub. While stopping short of calling itself an LMS, Microsoft Teams offers a similar suite of virtual teaching tools as Google Classrooms and is also happily free. It allows conversation, content, and collaboration to happen in one unified digital space. Great for creating secure virtual classrooms, sharing assignments and feedback, and streamlining staff communication. So, sa karamihan sa atin, most especially um, during our class sessions, some of us are actually making use of the Microsoft Teams instead of having the Zoom or the Google Meet. So some are making use of this app, the Microsoft Teams is it's because they make it easier for them to use the app. All right. The next one is the last mode of delivery. So the face-to-face mode of delivery. So this delivery of instruction is structured around in-person classroom meeting times. Instruction is delivered in person and students are expected to attend in class and sometimes referred to as traditional classroom courses. So in this new normal, I know that we could not make it face to face because of the uh, health standards, no, to avoid risk, to avoid the COVID-19. So alam ko na yung face to face is not really used nowadays. So this is the end of my presentation, and I really hope that you learn a lot from the types of mode or types of modes of delivery, the synchronous online, asynchronous online, and the face-to-face, and types of apps or websites that are being used for asynchronous online and the synchronous online. I hope that you really learned something from my video presentation and from the content that I had presented today. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. I hope that you will be able to share this video to others so that they will also learn the different websites or the different apps that they can actually uh, utilize in order for them to deliver their lesson well with their students. Maraming salamat po and good day everyone. This is Teacher Jay from Agusan del Sur. I hope that you're enjoying watching the video. Salamat po.